Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Nate the Disciple, and this is Testimony Friday. So I think it was like a couple Fridays ago, I did my first Testimony Friday. But I've been doing testimonies, but I wanted to make it a Testimony Friday so I could do these more often. I did miss last Friday. We ain't gonna get into that why, but let's talk about it. I got to redo it, so I'm doing it again right now. So. Uh, All right, so we doing Testimony Friday today, and we're gonna start at graduating high school. Last time I think I stopped at graduating high school, but I told y'all a little bit about how I won the championship with God, being led by God, my whole journey with God, my spiritual journey with God, and let's 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 get back into that story. So let's start with graduating high school. All right, so. I graduated high school uh, by 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 the grace of God because I didn't like just like I said, I got expelled and I had missed a lot of credits, and God blessed me to make them credits back. And one fact is, when I had graduated, it took all the way into the last day for me to know that I was gonna graduate. And when I had went into the office, I can never forget. The lady was like, somebody called and asked me from the other school that I had graduated, and I already knew who it was, but I didn't ask her who it was, but I can assume and know who it was. It was probably the teacher that was involved with me being expelled, but um, yeah, so she said the lady called and asked that I had graduated, and the lady told me that I did graduated. I graduated. I had finally made all of my credits back to graduate, and that was God because I couldn't do this without Him putting the people into my life to help me to get there. All right. So God can use people for the greater good, like just like angels. So like I see angels all the time inside homeless people. It's a video. I'm going to post that video. It's a lot of angels out here, man. You just gotta realize it whenever you talking to one. All right, so I graduated high school by the grace of God, and I finally got all of my credits. And I had accomplished so much. I couldn't accomplish none of this without God. So I graduated high school for one. Two, I made second team all conference. Me and Ern should have been first team, bro. They couldn't put two players from the same school on there at the same time. So they had to do what they do. That's all good. But second team all conference from nothing. You gotta understand that, like, bro, I missed like 2 seasons. I didn't play my junior season, and then I had to get up out of there. So I didn't play my junior season. I didn't play my sophomore season. I played my freshman season with the freshman team. I made it to varsity at the end of my freshman year, and it was posted. I was going up. They was like, we gotta put you back down. We can't. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. But yeah. So it's it was a journey for me, you know what I'm saying? But I had to build. God had to build me back up from that point, and I left with second team all conference. I from nothing. I can't explain it, bro. It's just like, bro, just not playing 2 years to winning second team all conference. It means a lot. It means a lot. That's proof from God, bro. And I signed my letter of intent to Masabi Range inside Virginia, Minnesota. So honestly, I was looking for a team that I could have made better. You know what I'm saying? Like I was looking for a team that run the ball, and I was looking for a team that like I know if you know me freshman year, bro, we ran the ball, bro. We basically not because of me, but I'm saying like we run the ball. So if I'm running it and our team, our O line, and everybody working good, we good. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking for a team like that. So and that always stuck with me that you gotta have a team. you got to have an offensive lineman that come up into the story. I'm part of my journey with God. So, all right. So I graduated. Second team all conference. I signed my letter of intent. Honestly, I just felt good to sign a letter of intent to play football, bro. Real talk. And then, so I signed my letter of intent to go to Mesabi Range, and I was happy. You know what I'm saying? And I had friends that went to Ellsworth in Kansas. I could have had went there, you know what I'm saying? My partner Devontae, he went there, and I think he was trying to get me to go there. Everybody signed their letter of intent to go there, but it was for the walk on. It was for like to try and make the team, you know what I'm saying? And if I would have had did that, it probably would have been good because again, it's how the story. But I don't regret nothing because this is God's journey with me. He did everything for a reason. So. I had signed my letter of intent. I went to Mesabi Range. I go down there. It's a very small town, super small town, bro. Like it probably was like thousands of people that up there, bro. And everybody knew everybody. And it was up north by Canada. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we had Canada teammates. That's how close it was to Canada. So. So Mesabi Range, I studied. One thing about me, man, I study stuff before I get involved with things. I study things. Just like football, just like I'm telling, like I know for a fact, like if you a 5-star, you're gonna be a 5-star on Rivals. You can't just say you're a 5-star, you're not a 5-star on Rivals, you know. So you could be a 5-star at heart though. So that means a lot too. So, but not lying about it. You know, God don't like liars. One thing. The armor of Yah, the belt of truth, right? That's how I know God been with me. The armor of Yah, man, the belt of truth, bro. If you know the armor of Yah, I did a scripture. The scripture of today. It describes the armor of Yah. It tells you the armor of Yah, what is it about, and we should be wearing this every single day. So the belt of truth is one. So so I signed to Mesabi Range. One thing about that college was when I had went to that college, it was a small town. I was looking to go there, and I knew instantly I was gonna start. I just knew it, and then I started. But I didn't take into fact that I studied the other players that had went there, right? And the players that had went there, they did 1 year and out. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna play 1 year, and I'm gonna try to go D1 somewhere. And they had players over there, right? They had did something like that, and most of them, a lot of players did that. One player went to Miami Hurricanes, and so that's what I'm saying. Like I studied stuff like this before I even head there. So I was trying to plan my path, but God already had my path for me. You know what I'm saying? But just another thing, like I'm going through this journey, but I'm thinking it's me, right? But not the whole time. But like I'm thinking partial of it is me. But none of it is me, bro. The whole thing is God, dog. So this is important for us to. That's why it's important for me to tell you guys my story. All right. So, so I went to Mesabi Range. I played, bro. I started the season, right? So if you don't know, if you play one down in college football, your clock start, right? So they played me, bro, and so basically I played one down, and they don't want me to do what everybody else been doing over there. Oh, they finna go down there, they finna play 1 year, they finna transfer out, bro. So I played one down, left, and like I played one down. He set me for basically the whole season. Then had the nerve to ask me, was I coming back? You know, like, no, bro, I should have started this whole season. You know what I'm saying? But and then that season was horrible. I ain't gonna lie. It was we lost to a team that they barely they never lost to before almost. And then that's when I realized like, man, like it would have been different if I would have played. But like you gotta understand spiritually how things working, bro, because you think you in control of stuff and you're not, bro. It's God. God had a plan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just following God's plan. But I'm thinking it's me though. Like I'm studying, I'm doing all of this stuff, but it's like, bro, you doing too much because you don't know that God already set this for you already, bro. So look, I had went to Masabi Range. I had set out that I basically started that year. I did score and stuff. That was cool. They knew I could score. I ain't even gonna. Alright. So I went back home after that. They asked me was I coming back. They asked me was I coming back. I was like, nah, I ain't coming back. You hear me? So I had went home. I was like, I don't know God, but like I can't play for them. You know what I'm saying? I want to play for. I prayed and it was like, I want to play for a championship. I want to play for a winning team, but I still want to start. You know what I'm saying? Like I still want to basically help a team win. You know what I'm saying? And I think what happened spiritually was like that happened, but like, all right. So look, let's go to it. So I had went back home. I went to Flow. I went to Flow Valley for a semester. This when I had my daughter. This when I found out that my girlfriend at the time was pregnant, and that was a really spiritual warfare time, bro. Not knowing like this, like you gotta understand when you're going through spiritual warfare and you don't have no knowledge and like all of this stuff is going on and it's just spiritual warfare, but I don't know. I'm just thinking it's regular life. It's not life. It's not how life's supposed to go, but it's not how you think it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? But it was spiritual warfare at that exact time. It's like, and that kept going all through college and everywhere, bro. Everywhere I go, it's just spiritual warfare. And unknowingly, it's crazy though. It's like you don't know what's going on spiritually because you don't have the knowledge and wisdom that you need. That's why it's important to teach our children this stuff, bro. All of the knowledge and wisdom of God and Jesus Christ, bro, so they can have this when they're already young. Because whatever's there when they're young, it would be there when they get older. That's a scripture. Proverbs 22.6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. All right, so that's a very important scripture, bro. I'm telling you. And all right, so I went to Flow Valley for a semester. I found out I was having my daughter. That's when I realized, like, bro, I can't play around this time. Like I took everything serious. I even took school serious, and I hated school, bro. And I took school serious, and I made sure that I had my credits and stuff good enough so I can play football. You know what I'm saying? And when I had went to Flow Valley, that was tough because it wasn't football. It was the off season. So I made sure that my grades was on point. I'm inside the lab. You know, you probably see me in the lab in Flow Valley a couple times, and I'm over there working, making sure that my grades is good enough. So when I go to Cali, so I went to, I had me and my partner Devontae. He went to Ellsworth, and I don't know what happened with that situation. He would have to tell you, but a lot of people didn't make it because it was a walk on. They was walking on, right? And if you don't know about Kansas, bro, it ain't easy to walk on Kansas, bro. They getting the best players. Kansas is one of the best JUCO conferences in the world, basically. You know what I'm saying? I would say Kansas, California, you know. And I think, if I ain't mistaken, them like the only two. I think they got one up north. I think that's the one. That's the one I went to. I went to a different conference that was up north. It wasn't a part of them, and it was different. And it wasn't as popular as Kansas or Cali. You know what I'm saying? So the two popular ones is gonna be Kansas and Cali. You know, and Kansas they get a lot of players that go to the SEC. All right, so I can understand why people wanted to get a shot to go there. You know, because most of them players they go to the SEC teams, and you know we have players. If you don't know, Ezekiel Elliott and Arion Penn, both of them they had made it from out of my year 2013. They went D1. Missouri. Arion went to Missouri, and Ezekiel went to Ohio State. They played inside the same season I played, and yeah, man. So Flow, I went to Flow, and then I had bought a car. What God had blessed me with this car. It was a '99 Pontiac Firebird, and I can't even remember exactly how I bought it 100%. But God made a way. God made a way for me to buy this '99 Pontiac Firebird. I bought it, and it wasn't running 100% good, but it lasted me all the way until it was time for me. Until I forgot how I had got that call or email or something for me to go to Grossmont. But whenever I got that call or the email from the coach, I'm pretty sure I talked to him. And me and Devontae, he was my fullback for McClure, and he also was a linebacker too. And but me and him was gonna go down there. We went to Grossmont, and I saw God blessed me with this car, and it ran all the way until it was time for me, until I needed the money to go to college, bro. So this is how God works. So, bro, I bought a car. It wasn't 100% running good, and I know some people probably know this car. They probably seen my '99 Firebird. I call it the Batmobile, but it was all black Firebird. And one crazy funny story about this car, bro. I thought that the heat didn't work for some reason, but the heat definitely worked in that car. So I'm over here inside I'm driving this car, bro, not thinking that the heat is working, and I'm thinking the heat is not working because the AC didn't work, right? But it's cold outside. I don't know if you know about St. Louis, it get cold out there. So it's cold outside, and I'll never forget. I picked up my girlfriend at that time, and then I know she in the car cold, you hear me? And not knowing that this car had heat the whole time, bro. That's crazy. That's just one funny story. And I found out this when the person that had bought the car from me, he was like, bro, you know the heat work of this car, right? That was crazy, bro. All right, so I had went to I sold. God blessed him with that car. He sold that. He planned me to sell. He sold that car for me, and then I used that money to go to Cali. Here go another funny story. It's crazy, but all right. So me and Tay, we had booked our flights. We had went to Cali, and we had went to Grossmont. So we talked to the head coach to go to Grossmont, and when we had went down there, the coach had moved us into these apartments with some of the players. And another funny story, as soon as we had went to Cali, right, the first thing that me and Tay did, bro, we was looking for a car, and we found this Cougar. It was like old mobile or something like that. It was a Cougar or something, and the car drove good, but we didn't had no knowledge about registering cars, how to register a car, what do you need to register a car. So we driving this car without plates and license and IDs and all of that, bro. So we over here thinking like we could just drive this car, and then the crazy fact is that car got the cops pulled us over and they had took the car. So then we just started taking the bus and start riding with teammates to practice and stuff. But that's just crazy, bro. It's important for us to know that, you know, whenever you buy a car, and then it's crazy because I talk to everybody know about a car. Why didn't nobody tell me, hey Nate, go get this car registered, go get this car registered, bro. Make sure do you got your ID? Make sure you got insurance on this car. Nobody told me that, bro. Nobody even his people didn't even tell him that, bro. So and that car was $800, bro. It was 800. I paid 400. Tay paid 400, and the car got possessed, bro. So it's crazy, man. So that's just another crazy story, bro. How we going through life and not knowing, you know what I'm saying, certain things like that. Like that stuff need to be passed down too. Not just, of course, God in the Bible and everything, our relationship with God and all that, everything too. But that come with God too. So like knowledge and how to live life and all of this stuff come with God, bro. So yeah, man. So that was something I had learned, and God will put you through situations so you can learn from them. All right, and all right, cool. So I went to Grossmont. So at Grossmont, I ain't gonna lie. So I tried to hide the fact that I went to Mesabi Range. So I tried to hide the fact that I didn't go there. So I didn't tell them about it, but they ended up finding out anyway. And so I had to end up redshirting, but I had already knew that I was gonna redshirt because my daughter was gonna be born November 10th. So I told my coach, like, I'm just gonna redshirt. My daughter finna be born anyway. So like, as soon as my baby mama call, I'm finna take a flight out there. I'm finna go make sure I'm there whenever my daughter born. I need this picture. I gotta look for this picture, man. I gotta look for this picture. The first time that I had held my daughter, that changed my life, bro. So that made me go harder with everything I do, bro. Everything I do. My daughter, bro. Even inside the weight room, bro, I'm doing, if you know, you know, bro. Every time I'm inside the weight room, I do an extra rep. And I used to do that for my daughter. Now I do it for my daughter, God, Jesus Christ, everybody, man. You know, God is Jesus Christ is God. So I just do it twice. So my family, everybody, bro. So now I do extra reps. Then that's what God teaches you too, bro. Because, you know, of course, God, like I had a prayer relationship with God, bro. I couldn't go through this whole journey without God, bro. Without that prayer relationship with God, bro. And so that prayer relationship, and then like that's why it's important for us to know God 100%, bro. Like I knew I had like a connection with God, but I'm still thinking most of this stuff is like half of the stuff is me. So like I'm thinking I'm making these decisions, but I'm really not. God made this plan for me already, bro. So Grossmont, I had red shirted, and during this red shirt season, right? During this red shirt season, this is when Grossmont played Saddleback. And Grossmont played Saddleback, and when they had played Saddleback, I don't know, God told me, he said, go there. So after the game, I had emailed the coach, the head coach of Saddleback, and he told me that he couldn't talk to me until the end of this season. So I just, you know what I'm saying, I just waited, but I didn't really think about it. Like I just said, all right, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know what I'm saying. I wasn't really thinking, I knew God was like, it was God that's saying, something just told me to go there, but it was like, I'm just being obedient, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's like my relationship with God and Jesus Christ right now is like super strong, bro. So it's like it's way stronger. Like I would have knew for real back then. Like, oh, it's the reason why God wanted me to go there. But like, it's just something about seeing that team and the way they had played, and I just knew like that team was special. So I had emailed the coach, and then he told me he was gonna contact me after the season, and I didn't really think about it after that. So after this season inside Cali at Grossmont during the red shirt season, I was going through a lot, man. I was living inside of my daughter was about to be born. I was living in California. It was hard for me not to play football that year because you gotta remember, like I already missed 2 years, and then I go to play 1 year, then they had finessed me, and then now like I don't want to waste my second year. I want to make sure I'm in tip top shape to play, bro. So that was another reason why I had redshirted, other than like my daughter being born. So I just want to make sure I got to go hard. My daughter being born, I got to go 10 times harder now. See, God, you see what God do? God blessed me with a daughter, and then I was gonna go 10 times harder. He knew it. So everything is planned for us, bro. And if you know, you probably see me working out doing this Grossmont season, running that hill up there over there by McClure North. We should do what? It wasn't 100, bro. Couldn't have been 100. I think it was like 30. It was like 30. It was like 30 hills, but it felt like 100 for sure. And then me and my older brother, bro. I had asked him to help me get ready for this football season because I know it was gonna be my sophomore season, and this was the one I needed to go D1. So that season during that off season, that's when I put in that work. My daughter was born November 10th, 2014, and that season, that's when my whole life changed. As soon as I seen her, I went hard, bro. I went hard, and then so I went from Grossmont to, then I transferred to Visalia College, and that's in Cali. So and I don't really 100% understand why I went to this college, but I just knew that Grossmont wasn't the college for me. I just felt like it wasn't the college for me, even though they did run the ball. They run the ball a lot, and it was just like favoritism. It was favoritism, and it was a bunch of politics. It was a bunch of politics. If you don't know, certain like a lot of people don't like to admit that football is politics, bro. But it's politics. It's politics, bro. If you got, man, I see players right now all the time, but I ain't even gonna get into that. But like, let's say like it's a player that got 5 stars, right? 5-star on Rivals, and they probably did something bad or something, you know what I'm saying? Or a lot of times, a lot of people don't want to admit this, but they rank these 5-star athletes, and they not good for real. But you got some that's good. Now, like the ones that was at Grossmont, they was legit. I ain't gonna lie. It was only one. It was only one. That's the thing. It was only one, and his name is Touchdown Tommy, my boy Touchdown. Shout out Touchdown Tommy, bro. And and it's crazy. Man, I gotta say it. So if I would have stayed at Grossmont, right? He ended up not having enough the grades. And it wasn't the whole fact that I was scared to compete against him, but I just know how this system worked, bro. If you got a 5-star running back up there, bro, I think he was like 3, but he was like a 3 or 5-star. But like, if you got any stars on Rivals, they treat you like you got, bro. I hate to say it, But that's the truth. That team gonna treat you like you like, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't like that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, and especially if I'm putting in the work, and like I'm putting in the work, and I can't like my last season. You think I want to like, bro? And I know it's no way. Like I go hard, bro. So it's like no way that I could not play at all. You know what I'm saying? But and it turns out they like he would have he couldn't really play for real. They started another freshman. That was crazy because I'll never forget the game that Saddleback played them, and they started a freshman. He didn't even start because of grades. Man, that's crazy. And the crazy thing is this. Um, when I had lived there, like me, him, Devontae, and it was and Mike. It was 4 running backs, and we lived inside an apartment. It was 5 running backs, and we lived all in the same apartment, and uh, it was hard to even make the team for real. But I knew I was gonna make that team, but it was like everybody. I think everybody made the team. No, 5. It was one person that didn't make the team, and so it was hard to even make that team. But I knew like I'm living with the people that I'm competing against every day at practice. You know what I'm saying? So and and the coach was surprised that I had left. Like I told him that I was when I had told the head coach of Grossmont that I was gonna leave. He was like, "You leaving?" No, he was like, "I'm redshirting." He didn't think I was gonna redshirt, and he didn't think I was gonna redshirt. So he was shocked that I even redshirted. But I told him like my daughter was being born. As soon as I get that call, I'm going back to St. Louis, and you know I gotta be there. So but it was a lot going on inside the household, bro. For one, it was like roaches. It was dirty. You know what I'm saying? I was living uncomfortable. I was living on like a little blow up mattress. Our car got took. Um, I didn't have knowledge and wisdom of like how to keep my car, but at the same time, I didn't need that. I didn't need the car. I need to learn how to be able to walk alone. You know what I'm saying? Walk alone and be able to take this path alone. And so I think that's why God, He wanted me to go. He wanted me to transfer here, and so I went to Visalia, Cali, and the crazy thing about that school, it was like the same thing. It was like the environments. I'm gonna make a video about that. Um, Positive environments that you know what I'm saying. Football, man, we got to do better than football, bro. Like real talk, like uh, in all sports, honestly, bro, because we be out here and it's nothing but the devil. It's nothing but the devil from the music we listening to, from the things that we are influenced by outside of football. And then it was different because if you don't know, uh, football is like very like holy. It's kind of like it's like a team sport. It's like I feel like God loved football. I know He loved football, and when God, it's we prayer, all of this like team prayer, all of this is involved in football. You know what I'm saying? And we pray a lot in football, bro. And I've been doing that since I was a kid, and I just another thing that kind of like messed me up doing football was everybody knew like the Lord's the Lord's prayer, and like I would be growing up. I grow up. I'll be listening to. I'll be playing football, and then everybody saying prayers and stuff. And I'm like the only one that like didn't know these prayers, bro. And that's why it's important for us to teach our children young, bro, because we need to know the Lord's prayer for sure. Like we know, like before we go to sleep, like that prayer, and then but like it was just like more the Lord's prayer, you know, Jesus Christ prayer, you know, like it was prayers. I never forget the time when I was at Saddleback College. That school was like more like Christian. That's another reason why I knew God. This is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like that school was like a Christian school, you know what I'm saying? And it's like the head coach was like into church and everything, you know what I'm saying? Coach McElroy, and he was into church. That was another reason why I wanted to go there, because I felt like God was taking me there, and He was, bro. And I went there, and when I had went there, it was a good environment, but it was politics. Like we had players that was like 5 stars. Johnny Stanton. He was a 5-star quarterback. It was destined for us to go. Like, all right, so let's go. When I had went to Grossmont, when I had seen Saddleback, right? That was God telling me to go there, right? That God planned. He planned that, bro. He planned that exact. He planned the championship from right there, for me, bro. It had to be, bro. Like, I'm sorry, it had to be, bro. He planned that championship right there for me, and it's hard for me to even say this, but it gotta be true, bro. And I wanted that he do that for everybody on that Saddleback team. And and the crazy thing is, like, everybody had a decent season, and like every team I went to, they had a decent season, except for Masabi. I don't think Masabi had a good season, but every team that I had went to, they had a decent season, bro. And I almost feel like anywhere I would have went, bro, it would have been good. So I transferred to Visalia. That it was kind of it was really an off-season thing. I think it was God just not wanting me to go back home, and He wanted me to stay inside Cali. And then, so that team was horrible. That team was horrible. I'll never forget, man. It's a lot of people doing the wrong things, but other than that, I was trying to put myself in a positive situation to live, and so I could get better. You got to remember, I just had my daughter. I ain't doing nothing. Like, I'm focused, bro. I'm working out every single day. So the first time I worked out with this football team, I was working out with the offensive lineman, and I'm lifting more than the offensive lineman. And I was like, man, there's no way I could play here, bro. I was like, no way I'm lifting more than the offensive lineman, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna block for me, because you gotta think about the people that we playing against. We playing against good people, bro. It's just not Masabi Ranch, you know? And I was like, dang, I could lift more than the offensive lineman. I was like, God, I don't think I could play here, you know what I'm saying? So I was just, I worked out every single day, and I told them, like, I couldn't work out with them, because for one, I just felt like I could work out better just me, you know? And God did that for a reason. Like, I couldn't work out with them, so it was just like God blessed me to work out. He blessed me on my own path to work out solo, you know. So I had worked out solo. I went to these gyms. I forgot the gym name, but I was going there every single day, bro. I used to hate not going to the gym, and I still do that now. So I used to go to these gyms every single day. I used to walk to the gym, bro, and it's just crazy. I used to go to two gyms. I think it was the same gym, but it was 2 different gyms but the same company. And I used to walk there every single day, bro. And that time, that's when I changed my whole lifestyle, my whole body, everything. I was ready. I was ready for this season. Like, I was ready for this sophomore season. I was gonna go in on fire. I was gonna go in with the light of God in Jesus Christ. So while I was there, I was like, I know I was finna go back to Grossmont, because I was like, I can't play here. So I was finna go back to Grossmont. And when I had, before I almost made that call to go back to Grossmont. The Saddleback coach called me, the head coach called me. He was like, "Hey, do you still want to come out here and play football for us?" I was like, "Yes." Yeah, so I already went out there. So I was like, "Bet." I planned everything. Uh, I planned everything. I kept everything inside Cali. Uh, I had I had kept everything in Cali. My partner had kept it for me. And then when I had went back home, I got to spend time with KK for uh, a summer. I think it was a summer. And then I worked out that summer. Me and T Wills worked out the whole summer, bro. You probably see me running them hills. I'm telling you, running them hills. I didn't have nothing but some dumbbells and cardio. So I didn't even get no gym membership back at home. It was kind of weird, but I made do with what God had gave me, and He gave me some dumbbells, and He gave me strength, because you could do all things through Christ. So I was running, I was running, I was using dumbbells. I did a full body workout with dumbbells every single day, going hard, bro, going crazy, and I even surprised my brother. That's how I know it was crazy. Cause if you know my brother, bro, he crazy in the gym. He made varsity his freshman year just from being inside the weight room. So that's how crazy that is. All right, so I went to so I got that call to go to Saddleback, and then I finally got that call to go to Saddleback, and then we're gonna end it there. That's Friday testimony, and then next Friday, hopefully I'll be able to finish this off. Well, no, we still got way more, but we're gonna finish the college. We're gonna finish college off. All right, with a Saturday. Nah, we still can't finish college, but then I went to college back at home. So, man, this journey is crazy, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a blessing from God. This is Testimony Friday. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you guys learned something from this, and just be ready to walk with God. A lot of us don't know that God is helping us, because some of us are chosen, and some of us are anointed, and we just gotta be prepared. And when God call you, He gonna show you all of this stuff, bro. So He gonna show you all of this stuff, and everything. He gonna show you every single step of the way that He was there with you, bro. He was there with me this whole time. This is God. This is God's story, bro. This is God's journey with me. This is God's way of connecting with me. And God bless y'all. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Happy Testimony Friday.